ladies and gentlemen of the press, senior officers from Defense Headquarters and the Service Headquarters, I will say compliments of the season and welcome to the end of year briefing. I would use the opportunity of this briefing to give you a rundown of our operational activities from January till date. You will agree with me that over the last 12 months, we were confronted by several threats across the country, and these threats ranged from armed banditry to kidnapping for ransom to crude oil theft to violent extremism, insurgency, as well as terrorism, among others. Several of these threats, needless to say, adversely affected innocent citizens and disrupted peace and security across our country. It is important to realize that the terrorists exist for the sake of war. And for the sake of peace, they must be destroyed. It is for this reason, that our troops have continued relentless and painful pressure on the terrorist enclaves, hideouts, and strongholds as an incentive to speedily defeat the terrorists and hastily end the war. During the course of the year, troops eliminated over 1,000 notable terrorist leaders, as well as their replacements. We eliminated also their commanders and combatants, among others. We also assure that similar fate awaits those parading themselves as terror leaders and commanders today. Persons like Bello Turji, take it from me, is merely a dead man walking, as he will soon follow suit with many others that have been eliminated during the course of the year. To refresh your memory, I will reel out some of the names of notable terrorist leaders that we've taken out since January this year. Persons like Halilu Sububu, Duse Nasara Ida, Malam Saleh Umaru, Mohammed Amadou, Abubakar Musa, Adamu Tanko Ibrahim, Yellow Dogon Rakumi, Isia Boderi, and Alaji Baldu. Others are Usman Modi, Kachala Halilu, Kachala Tukur, Amir Ibrahim Bukar, Seidu Hassan Yellow, Bakura Jega, Abba Tukur, among several others. I will say that we will not hesitate to defend the country from terror attacks with overwhelming military force in order to continue to deliver tangible benefits for all Nigerians to see and witness. To this end, during the year, we neutralized over 10,937 terrorists. We arrested over 12,538 of them, while rescuing over 7,063 rescued hostages. Now, this is significant in terms of degrading the military capabilities as well as the fighting capabilities of these terrorists. Additionally, troops recovered over 8,815 weapons, over 228,000 ammunition, even as we denied the oil theft of an estimated sum of 68 billion naira since January this year. Now, this is indicative of how our operations contribute in boosting the daily crude oil production of our nation and improve the nation's revenue. The breakdown of recoveries made from the terrorists in the course of the year are as follows. We recovered over 4,332 AK-47 rifles, over 1,244 locally fabricated guns, over 838 den guns, 259 pump-action guns, and over 29,000 assorted ammunition, among other items recovered. As I earlier mentioned, we also recovered over 56 million liters of stolen crude oil and over 9 million liters of illegally refined AGO, otherwise known as diesel, among other items. Let me now take us through our various operations, beginning with the Northeast, where we have Operation Hadinkai. The troops of Operation Hadinkai fought intensely against the terrorists all through the year. Indeed, the troops invaded terrorist hideouts, strongholds, and enclaves to flush out terrorists and destroy them wherever they were hibernating in the Northeast theater of operation. Offensive operations were conducted to known terrorist safe havens in Sambisa Forest, Timbuktu Triangle, as well as the Tumbus, which is along the Lake Chad Basin. Several terrorist leaders, commanders, and their families surrendered as a result of the intensity of troops' operations. The operations also saw the neutralization of several terrorist commanders, some of who are, to refresh your memory again, we took out persons like Amir Gering Mazu, Husseini Ardo, Habu Muhammad, Buba Kachala, Bukar, among others. Additionally, troops rescued kidnapped hostages and arrested terrorist collaborators in the course of their operations. Overall, since January to date, troops of Operation Hadinkai neutralized 3,151 terrorists, arrested over 2,500 of them, even as they rescued over 1,600 kidnapped hostages in the course of the year. Additionally, the troops recorded 16,171 surrendered terrorist combatants and their family during the course of the year. The summary of recovered items include over 1,800 AK-47 rifles, over 446 fabricated rifles, over 438 den guns, and over 378 assorted arms, among others. Next is the North Central, where we have Operation Safe Haven. The troops of Operation Safe Haven significantly restored peace in the plateau through their operations. The operations resulted in the neutralization of several terrorists and violent extremist leaders, commanders, and combatants in the course of the year. Additionally, troops in fierce contact with violent extremists and terrorists neutralized several terrorists